Hello everyone and welcome to the Pampered Chef Test Kitchen.
Yes.
We are here today to talk about one of my favorite topics, Enrichables.
All right, who's excited out there? We are thrilled and we're so glad that you're watching this.
Yes, thanks for joining us. Here's what we're going to do today is we're going to talk a little bit, again, why we launched Enrichables and why we're loving it.
Yep, and then we're going to actually do some demos of recipes, how we like to add Enrichables into some of our favorite recipes.
Yeah, and then we're going to take some of your questions that are already submitted and also go through some resources on Consultant's Corner so that you all know where to find everything to get started.
Yeah, most importantly, we want you to feel confident and excited, just as excited as we are.
Oh yeah, I think they're excited so far, but
All right, so
we'll get you even more excited.
First things first, before we talk about anything else, I think we should talk about how great it is that Jen Minter gets to celebrate her birthday during this Facebook Live. If you're watching, Jen, happy birthday. We saw you commenting.
Watching. Can you say hi or give us a little heart if you're watching? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks for spending your birthday Facebook Live learning about Enrichables. It's the gift that just keeps on giving.
Exactly. Our present
Obviously.
to you.
Yeah, so we also want to say before we jump in, thank you to all in our Enrichables group for all the enthusiasm.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are cracking me up.
Man.
I love all the little photos of the people. Don't tell what I added. It's so cute, and we're just getting inspired by all your ideas.
And it jumped from like 400 people to
2,300 people in the group in 4 days.
We're going viral.
Like, that made my day.
That's
so
awesome.
exciting.
All right, so why did we launch Enrichables, Sandy?
Yeah.
Why is this important? Why does this matter?
So whoever was at National Conference, you heard Tracy really talk about why Enrichables is such a great match for Pampered Chef. You know, the truth is so many people, especially today, are really trying to cook with fresh ingredients and lots of veggies and do what's healthy for them. But the reality is it doesn't always happen 100% of the time. So what's great about Enrichables is you can boost your everyday meals with kale and fiber and protein and really stay centered around our purpose of enriching meals, one meal, one memory at a time.
Totally. And I think that the health and wellness trend is just crazy big right now. But I think also because of that, we can just kind of carve our own niche into that trend.
It's a good thing.
Because Enrichables are all about meal times. They're all about dinner for your family, right? They're not meal replacements. This is not intermittent fasting or biohacking or anything like that. This is about boosting your meals, your real food that you're cooking your family.
Totally. And I think the third thing is the opportunity that it brings to all of you as it being a subscription, a monthly reoccurring subscription for your customers. This is new for us.
This is new for us. This is new for you. Who out there is so excited about the subscription opportunity? I know this is going to be great for Pampered Chef. And
what a great product to kind of start the whole subscription thing with. Then Enrichables, because people are going to be using them all the time, and we're super excited.
Yes. All right, so
let's get started. Here's what we're going to show you. We're going to show you breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner, and dessert. Don't worry, we're not going to cook everything start to finish.
Yep.
We did a little cheating, so
settle in.
You could get the idea. But the idea is, you know, when you think about Enrichables, think about your day and what you typically eat in a day. And most likely, there are going to be little spots that could benefit maybe a little bit more protein, maybe a little bit more fiber and veggies. So that's kind of how we wanted to show you the variety of what you could do.
All right, so breakfast.
Breakfast.
Let's talk about this. I love this idea. I love oatmeal.
Oh my God, I love oatmeal, especially in the quick cooker.
Right.
Oatmeal is great because it actually already has a good amount of fiber and a good amount of protein.
Yeah.
However, I love to really boost my breakfast with protein. And it's not just me who likes to do it. Research really shows that when you boost your breakfast, that's why eggs are so popular. It keeps your energy high and it keeps you full for a long time.
And oatmeal, I think, is a good one for protein because I don't know if anyone else feels this way. It's like oatmeal and pancakes. I will just gorge myself on those for breakfast. And like 15 minutes later, I'm starving. I'm like, I know this food is in there somewhere, but I need more.
Here's a really...
There's not a lot of protein.
Right. Here's a great tip. That fiber makes you full and protein keeps you full. So that's a great one. That's why, I mean, you can definitely add the kale and fiber into this, a packet. I think a serving of oatmeal has 4 grams of fiber and 5 or 6 grams of protein. But it's going to make it green, which is totally cool.
Yeah.
But for those kids might not want it to turn green.
All right.
Let's do the protein.
So let's do some protein.
Yeah.
Boost.
Boost
Let's
it up.
Boost these oats.
Let's do it.
My new tagline for everything.
You know what? Why don't you just add another one?
You want to add another?
Yeah, we made about
We kind of made a lot.
5 to 6 cups of this.
Yeah.
So we can add 2.
I think anytime you're kind of cooking for the week, oatmeal's a good one to cook for the week, right?
Yeah, and look at this. You can see how it's incorporating really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know you can boost it.
Okay.
There you go. So good. Who else has tried oatmeal out there with their Enrichables? I know I've seen some. I know I've seen some even with kale and fiber too. This is looking really good.
Should we add a little water?
Yeah, you can add a little bit of water. That's actually a really great tip. And it's
Here.
also a tip on the actual packaging. The
Totally.
recipes may need a little bit more liquid because this is an ingredient, you guys, right? It's real food. It's a real ingredient you're adding to your food. So sometimes you might need a little more liquid just to offset.
Yeah, the yellow pea, it absorbs a lot of liquid, right?
Yep. All right, let's check it out.
Creamy, dreamy.
I'm going to serve some up.
You got some maple syrup?
I actually love like cinnamon and a little bit of sugar. Yeah, no, cinnamon and sugar.
Brown sugar, maple syrup.
I don't know. I just
sprinkles.
No,
that's wrong.
Oatmeal is
wrong
so
meal.
wholesome to add like a whole bunch of brown sugar. To me seems. Oh, but I also have. I got a little of this.
Okay, some treats. That's the thing about oatmeal. There's all kinds of little fun add-ins you can.
But then you're adding healthy fat too, so you got all the things.
Look at all of
you
the
got
things.
All the things that you need. And there you go.
Okay. All right. I like this one. Now we've got breakfast. You're gonna want a snack maybe later on throughout the day, right?
Do you see what
I
you
assumed this was for me.
That was totally for me. I just said I added my favorite goodies. You can have the smoothie, I guess.
Well, someone's gonna make this smoothie.
Okay. Will you get me the ice?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Now what are you gonna say?
Right there. Yep. All right. So we're gonna make a super green smoothie in the deluxe cooking blender.
Oh man, this is a great recipe.
This is actually a great recipe.
Super
and I haven't
green
seen a lot
smoothie.
of comments on it yet.
Yeah, I like green smoothies. I mean, they're really fun.
Right. So this
Really
recipe
beautiful.
actually does call for fresh kale, but we thought, hey, if you have your kale and fiber and you don't have any fresh kale in your fridge, you can just grab.
You don't want to like do a bunch of washing and things like
Exactly.
that. Wash your kale.
That's a
This is
good
great.
point. It's all about the convenience factor. If you already have it,
Totally.
let's do it.
Okay, so let's talk about this smoothie. Come on over. Obviously, we're going to use our deluxe cooking blender for this guy.
Yeah. Will you help me just
Get this guy out?
Yeah.
No prob.
It's a half avocado in this recipe.
Half of an
I don't
avocado.
think I would have called for a whole avocado. I think it's just half.
Okay.
So we've got a little bit of apple juice, and then we've got a banana. You could do a whole frozen banana or fresh.
You're going fresh.
Going fresh.
Excellent.
So this recipe, again, would be totally cool with protein, but I figured since it's already green and already calls for kale, why not just sub for Enrichables? I'm going to put the whole packet in mine because I've tried it before and I like it. We'll talk a little bit more about sort of like the flavor and taste of Enrichables in a little bit and how much to add, but again, I've tried this before and I know I like it.
That was beautiful television right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that what you just said before we get started is really important, is that you tried it before and you just like it, right? So I think that's really important for you, for your customers, for your team to remember. It's just like, try it. Do you like it? Great.
Right, that's actually a great point. It's not so much about, do you taste it? Could you tell I put it in? I think it's more about, did you like the end result? Did this meal taste good? Would you make it again?
Okay, smoothie setting. Let's do this.
Let's get this one going, then maybe we can bring lunch over too.
We're good here. I think we've got a smoothie. Oh, let's see how this looks. So beautiful, so smooth, so green.
You guys have got to try the smoothie.
All right.
It's delish. Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Should we move to lunch?
Let's move to lunch. Do I get this?
You can have that one.
Oh, thanks.
I hope you have a straw, because that one's really thick, actually.
All right.
The avocado.
Oh, yeah, the avocado in this is great.
It's really, really yummy.
Okay.
All right, so lunch. This is actually a fun one. We got inspired planning for this one. We thought, people for lunch usually grab a sandwich, they grab a salad, they do something really fast. So why not add some protein to a salad dressing? Mm-hmm. Personally, myself, I don't like to eat meat a lot at lunchtime. Like, I'm just kind of like on the go.
Okay.
I don't really have time to like grill chicken or do whatever, but I do
Sure.
love salads. So do you.
I'm a
This
big
is a good
salad
one for you.
eater.
You always have a salad.
Yep, it's true.
For lunch. So
Yeah,
here's
I eat
what
salads.
we did.
I eat salads and I eat
You
brownies.
do. He eats really yummy salads. So I made some hummus in the deluxe cooking blender earlier today. Just the regular hummus recipe.
Oh, yeah.
So good. I hadn't made it in a while. And this is actually the hummus dressing from the Mediterranean salad with hummus dressing.
Clever name for
Yeah,
that recipe.
and
So
this
this
one
goes in?
Yeah, we'll do this first. This
Okay.
is the juice of 1 lemon.
All right.
And then we've got about a half a cup of hummus.
Nice.
And yes, hummus does have both fiber and protein, but I thought it would be fun to boost with even more protein since this salad already has tons of fiber.
Right.
And greens and veggies
So
to it.
veggies, fiber, not a lot of protein naturally, right? Okay.
So, yes, then you just do parsley.
Okay.
A couple tablespoons of fresh parsley.
Beautiful. Some water.
Yeah, so
Just to thin it out.
just a little. So
Okay.
you don't need all of it. That's good.
Got it.
That's good. Since we added protein again, you're going to want to add just a little bit more liquid. The original recipe calls for a tablespoon, I think, just to thin out that hummus. But again, just because it's a dry ingredient, might
And the
have to add a
protein,
little
right?
more. Oh, and the protein.
We're boosting here, guys. Boost that dressing. Sandy?
That's right, I forget.
Has anyone here out there boosted any of the salad dressings? I love ranch dressing is a really good one. We've done ranch.
We tried it with kale and fiber
Kale and
with
fiber
protein.
ranch. Actually, the kale and fiber ranch is really delicious.
Yes, but again, salad dressings are served over salad.
Right.
So my vote would be protein.
I love it. Super smart.
But you can do what you
Makes a
wanna
lot
do.
of sense.
Let's get that in there. Cool. I'm adding the whole packet in there. I'm gonna start plunging
Yep.
away.
Let's get this going.
Might need a little more water, but it's looking pretty good.
All right.
I love this dressing. This is also a good one. Like if
Totally.
you ran out of salad dressing, but you have a little.
And you
hummus,
have
it's a
some
great
hummus?
way,
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that looking pretty pourable?
I'm gonna get a little more water in here. Yeah, this is gonna be good.
This is a fun one.
Okay, so I think one of the things that we're really trying to hammer home is that these are great to use throughout your day. So if you're out there watching right now, we'd love to hear from you. What lunch things do you boost? What are your lunch meals that you love boosting with either the kale and fiber or the protein?
One fun one I did on the weekend for lunch when I have a little bit more time.
Yeah.
So I cooked up some chicken sausage, and then I grilled up a piece of naan bread, then mixed the kale and fiber in with hummus. So topped it with hummus and some chicken sausage.
All right.
And some arugula. It was fancy, but it was so good.
That sounds pretty fancy.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Looking great.
I put some in my Kraft macaroni and cheese. It was pretty fancy too.
Are you admitting that? Oh my
Listen.
God. He's admitting that he loves Kraft mac and cheese. There's no shame in your game.
Every now and then some blue box is not bad, all right? It's what you want on a Saturday afternoon.
I make box mac and cheese too.
Come on. It's okay. And that's what Enrichables are all about, right? Finding those little moments to sneak it in. When maybe you're not like going to post your meal on Instagram because it's not exactly something you should be proud of.
Right. And also maybe you don't have time to cut up some grilled chicken and give it to your kid for lunch.
Yeah.
Add some pea protein.
Yeah, you want to get out there.
Yeah.
It's been summer, you're moving and shaking. That's what Enrichables are all about.
We have a question, Jenna?
Yes, would these work in store-bought salad dressings?
Yes.
Totally. Absolutely.
So what we would recommend for that is instead of adding the whole thing to a bottle. It's just add it as you're using it. So
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
just to keep it like with food safety, instead of putting it back in the bottle, you might not ensure that you're closing the bottle completely securely.
Okay.
Just use it. It's just a good rule of thumb to help you remember how to use it. Just stir it in with your dressing the day that you're making the dressing.
I like it. Perfect.
You know,
All
easy to
right.
remember. Okay, dinner.
All right, if you are, we've got breakfast. We did oatmeal. We boosted it with some pea protein. We've got our smoothie here that we've added kale and fiber to. We've done some more protein in our salad. And now let's talk about dinner, right? Dinner is typically one of those things that's just like all meat, right? Tons of protein in dinner.
A lot of time it's a little too much meat. Yeah.
Okay, all right, fine.
That's my soapbox.
Possibly.
Is people like get a little bit of protein at breakfast and they sit down to meat at dinner.
Okay, so how do you get some fiber into your dinner? Obviously, Enrichables.
To the rescue.
Come on over, Zach. So here's what we're doing. We're doing our new meal starter here. We've got our pasta bolognese. It's super delicious. We are just going to throw in some kale and fiber to this, right?
Yep.
Easy.
So I love this recipe because what kid or family doesn't just like beefy pasta with sauce? But if you don't have time to go ahead and steam some spinach or broccoli or whatever that is, this is a great way. And I know some of you consultants have tried this before with the meal starters, so let us know what worked for you. And then this recipe hides the green. Not that you have to hide the green, but if you want to hide the green, this is a great one. And you should also know that we have tried the kale and fiber in all 3 of our meal starter sauces, and it worked great. Again, just according to your needs or taste preferences, you could add another packet in here. Since I think this serves about 6, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 to 6.
And some people it might serve 4, so
Yeah.
you have to
let's be
consider.
honest.
You know what I mean? It's like those serving sizes aren't always realistic. Recommended, but not realistic. All right.
All right. Sandy
Would you
said it.
like some of this too?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for offering. That's
Sure.
so kind.
Sure. That's looking good. There's no green in here, right?
Looking beautiful.
Nobody will know.
No.
Here you go.
Yeah, this is a great one if you think about it because these meal starters have tons and tons of flavor, right?
Yeah.
They're all about flavor. And obviously kale has flavor too. So if you're going to add it to something,
It's a great tip.
it's a great tip, right? Just something that has lots of flavor. If you're like, I don't love kale. I don't want to, I don't like a lot of kale.
Yeah.
Add it to meals that have tons of flavor already,
That's
right?
a really, really good tip. Some people
Cool.
are kind of like super tasters or they're more sensitive to certain
Yeah,
flavors.
absolutely.
So that's kind of my biggest tip when it comes to, I could taste it. I could really,
Mhm.
really taste it. Boost the flavor with other things.
Yes. Yeah. tons of flavor.
So I
Okay.
have to say,
Mm.
this is so crazy that we thought of doing these brownie boats. And then this morning we saw Leslie Gerard on the Enrichables Facebook group.
Go, Leslie.
Did 'em, and I'm like, oh my god,
She
that's
scooped
crazy.
us.
She scooped us, but actually we thought of something really fun. Tim, you thought of this. I gotta give you credit.
All right. We've got brownies.
With kale and fiber.
Kale and fiber. We're going to make protein whipped cream. I know.
That's a good one.
It's a good one, right? It's a really good one. So how do we do this? Really simple. We're going to add everything right into our whipped cream maker here. We've got powdered sugar. So Sandy and I fight about this a little bit too much. I don't think our whipped cream recipes are sweet enough. I always throw a little bit more sugar into them. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. I like a lot of sugar in my whipped cream, so I add a little bit more. I think with the pea protein specifically, though,
Hold on, I'm gonna wait. Yeah.
it's good to add a little bit more sugar, right? Because the pea protein kind of absorbs a lot of that that sugar,
And pea protein is not sweet.
no, there's no
So
sugar
you
in
may
pea.
need a little bit more sugar.
Yeah.
Again, depends on your taste. I think it was actually really great.
Okay, maybe I just always want more sugar. It's fine.
So we're gonna kind of, if you go according to our recommendations on how to add it, there's only a little bit of dry ingredients in this,
Right.
which is the powdered sugar. So I'm just gonna add it along with the powdered
On
sugar.
top of the powdered sugar.
And then you already added the vanilla to the cream,
Yes.
right?
Right, exactly. All right. So,
I can't wait to try one of these.
yeah, these are really, really fun. Of course, we have our brownies. We had to use our boat press,
Totally.
right? Our brownies. It's a must.
These are good looking brownie boats too.
Oh. Wait, you made those.
I made them.
Never mind. I thought she was complimenting me. She's complimenting herself. My mistake.
I guess I don't compliment you enough.
I got so excited.
All right, let's get a good one.
Oh,
Look at how thick and beautiful
so rich.
that is.
Oh my gosh, guys.
You guys have been having fun adding the kale and fiber to chocolate desserts.
Right? But come
Again,
on.
you have those rich flavors of chocolate in the dessert. You
So-
can't taste the kale.
So good.
If you can taste the kale, I want to know. You cannot taste it.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Do you think it thickens it up?
I think
a
it
little
does.
bit?
I mean,
Yeah.
the yellow peas just kind of absorb moisture, so it makes it a little bit thicker. Ugh, come on. That is fun. Obviously, we're gonna need some sprinkles. Here, you want a little spoon to get that cherry out? We're gonna need some sprinkles. You know, I guess we could make 2 of these, right? We have plenty.
Yes, I wanted a big cherry. How cute.
There.
Ooh, they're like cherry
This whole
juice.
time we've been
How pretty.
fighting over these brownies, or fighting over every meal that we've made. We're
Might
like,
as
we
well
could
just
just
do
make 2
2.
servings, right? Come on.
So cute.
Come on. How awesome are these?
We have a lot of consultants on Team Tim when it comes to the sweeter whipped
Oh. Oh man, they've all been thinking it. No one's been saying it.
No comment.
Look at that.
Now you don't get a cherry.
It's okay. I've got my kale and
I
fiber
don't
brownie.
know what it was
and-
with me. I like the whipped cream the way that it is. I really do. That's funny. Julie, the other young lady on our team, actually said the same thing to me yesterday. She goes, I don't know. I just think most whipped creams need a little bit more sugar.
All right. So,
Okay.
I'm sorry I didn't mean to bring up a sore subject,
No,
Sandy.
no worries.
Let's talk. Here's what we've done. We've gone from breakfast breakfast oatmeal, to your snack, the super green smoothie.
Super green smoothie. Check that one out.
Hummus dressing that has been boosted with our protein, the bolognese that has been boosted with our kale and fiber, and brownies that have been seriously boosted. We've got
Seriously boosted.
yeah. I mean, this is practically a health food now.
Speaking of all these, what's your favorite thing to boost with?
Okay. My favorite thing to boost is probably our soups made in the deluxe cooking blender. You know, I do the meal prep for our lunches at home, and I always do like a soup in the blender, and then we make salads, and we just kind of have throughout the week. Protein in the soup because it's a vegetable soup, right?
Yeah.
It's got fiber in it.
Protein in them, but
They
has
don't
good
have a lot of
fiber.
yeah. So I love boosting those with our pea protein.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
throughout the
boosted.
week. I didn't tell my wife about it the first time. I was just
Yeah.
curious. No, she had
Yeah.
no idea.
I like boosting the broccoli soup because it
Yeah.
calls for spinach at the end. If you
Right.
don't have fresh spinach, you could just add the kale, a couple pulses. Actually makes it better.
Yeah.
There's some recipes, I've seen on the Facebook page that actually Enrichables can enhance some other recipes too.
Totally.
And one of them is my favorite is the Enrichables pesto pizza. I actually
Oh,
think
yeah.
that the kale and fiber makes the pesto taste better.
Absolutely.
It's so
I 100% agree.
delicious. So if you
Pesto's
guys
better with
haven't
kale and
tried
fiber.
that recipe, please do. We put the protein in the crust and then the kale and fiber into the pesto.
Okay, so we wanted to make sure we got through everyone's questions as well.
Yeah.
You know, we've been scouring Facebook and reading all of these questions. We want to make sure that you have all the questions answered. So, what have we heard so far?
One question that we had gotten previously was about allergies.
Yes. And here's our take on it. We have an FAQ where it goes through all of the different allergens that are also in the facility that manufacturers are Enrichables. You know your allergies. Your doctor knows what you need. So if you are if you have an allergy that's severe enough where you can't have a nut, or you can't have food that has also been manufactured where nuts have been manufactured, that's one of those things that you can't have Enrichables. But talk to your doctor. You know your allergies. You know your body, and that's, I think, the simplest way to put it.
Good answer.
Yeah.
I'll let you just take that one away.
All right. I have a lot of thoughts. I mean, people, I think if you don't have an allergy, it doesn't quite make sense to you. Like, wait, how much, when? Like, but people that live with allergies every day, they know.
Yeah.
They know what they can and can't do.
Gotcha. I think the other one that we got was when to add protein and when to add kale. I think that we've addressed a lot of that through this demo, but we could also give a couple other.
Just reiterate.
Yeah, just reiterate. Think about sort of that nutrition composition of your meal. We can use it as examples. This is a salad. It already has veggies. It already has a good amount of fiber. So we added protein to boost that because we know that protein consistently and balanced throughout the day is what's important. Oatmeal, we added the protein to because it has a good amount of fiber, and protein at breakfast is actually super important because you come off from sleeping and fasting for however many hours, and you need that protein to kind of fuel you back up to make you last throughout the day. Dinner, we did kale and fiber into the pasta. It has meat sauce already. Even pasta has a couple grams of protein, so we boosted that with kale. You can't even notice. Strong flavors, works well.
All right.
Super green smoothie.
Fiber.
Don't even have to say.
It's
and
great.
then again, the desserts.
Yeah.
So consider your own needs too. One question we got was, is it okay to add pea protein to like ground meat?
To protein?
Yeah,
Protein on protein?
Protein on protein. Listen, this is totally individual. Again, you have to consider your own needs and your family's needs. Some people are on a super high protein diet. And if that's you, you got to get it when you can get it in.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of varying opinions when it comes to how much protein, like at each meal, you should have, or how much you can absorb.
Lots of heated debate out there.
There actually is some heated debate, but what there's not heated debate is about the fact that we need consistent amounts of protein throughout the day and balance. Okay. So I think that's really what we want to focus on is not how much can you add in a meal, but if you want to add more, add it to maybe your snack.
Throughout the day, right? If you're really worried about getting a lot of protein. Yeah. Okay, another question we get is taste, right? Where I think we have people that are like thinking that it's not going to taste like anything, or people think that it tastes too much. Think about this, it's an ingredient, right? This is a food, right? That's one of the things that I think is so cool about Enrichables is that it is, one ingredient. It's one ingredient for the pea protein, 2 ingredients for the kale and fiber, and that's kale and the chicory root for the fiber, right? If you look at a lot of other supplements or things out there, you'll see these long ingredient lists, and most of those ingredients are there to mask flavors.
Or to give it a flavor.
Vanilla
or chocolate.
Totally. We thought what would be more impactful, more powerful, is if it was just that ingredient. Right, we showed you basically how to create your own masking flavors if you don't want to taste the kale, if you don't want to taste the fiber, how to add it to like stronger, more flavorful, more rich things. So let's think about that. These are your meals, they're your dishes. Add kale and fiber if you have a super taster, someone that's really sensitive to those flavors. Add it to the things that are stronger in taste.
Yeah, I think one question that also came up was why ours versus anybody else's, and I think you just kind of touched on that as again the simplicity of our ingredients, and also hello, we have a test kitchen of people who helped make this product so that it was designed to be added to recipes, not just to smoothies, into muffins. But this was specifically designed to add to food so that it's not a meal replacement, it's a meal boost.
Yeah, exactly. They're your dishes, more nutritious.
Oh,
I just love it. Okay,
good.
So how much should we use?
Yeah, I think we
That's
also...
another question we get, meaning like, okay, does this 1 packet for 1 person, 4 packets for 1 meal, what do I do?
Yeah, I think I pretty much just said it. We really designed the packets themselves to be enough to boost a recipe of
your dish.
That serves 4. Yeah, your dish. Again, everybody is different. If you want to add a little bit more or a little bit less, you can do that. But also know that it's going to affect the consistency and sometimes the taste of your recipe too, right? You might need a little bit more liquid. You might taste it a little bit more. But sort of the rule of thumb is we designed it to serve 4, or in something like a smoothie, you can add the whole thing into it for yourself.
Right. Okay.
Did we answer that one good?
Is that good?
Yeah.
Now let's see, ordering. Let's start like nuts and bolts stuff right here.
Check out Stir. Stir has included some information on how to order. It's got details. And then something else we wanted to make sure you know is that under the recipes section online on Consultant's Corner, there's a favorites section, which is new.
Here. Show it or...
I was going to show them something else, but
okay.
first I'll tell them about the favorites.
Okay,
But
sorry.
come October 1, when you can actually sell these to customers, that favorites will be called Enrichables. We just had to go incognito for now.
Yes.
But I will show you some resources.
Okay.
Do I have to do this backwards? I can't.
No, you gotta.
I can't do it backwards.
Come on.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat this brownie while you show.
Yeah. So here we are, just on Consultant Corner, the home page. I'm gonna go here to Explore, and then I'm gonna go to Product Training, and then I'm gonna go to Enrichables. So this is in Dash where you're gonna start your training. Also, I wanted to show you that marketing imagery. If you go to marketing imagery and then search Enrichables, there you're going to find all the different assets, including the flyer that we love, the flyer to give to your customers to find out more about Enrichables, and then all these images and other things that you can use, videos and everything.
Excellent.
Oh, you've already dug in.
Well, I mean, you had it. I feel like you were really.
I'm gonna dig in.
You were busy. This one is so good.
Yay!
Like, I love this. Okay.
Yummy. We're gonna be nice and full.
Absolutely. I'm just gonna put that back on the
Good.
plate.
So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for your questions and all your engagement. We cannot wait till 10/1. Start ordering your samples and subscribe too.
Subscribe.
You know, when you guys use this in your own lives and taste how amazing it can be in your recipes, that's when
Your customers. Yeah, that's when your customers will really start to see the benefits themselves, for
we're
sure.
so excited, and
right.
we know you guys are too. So thank you for watching.
All right. See you soon. Bye.